Hey, fellow babies, and welcome to the 42 show, where you get 30 minutes of the news you need and the stories you just gotta laugh at. And yeah, we're on show 2 of me having a dead webcam, but what the hell are you gonna do? What you're gonna do is push the button for the Wheel of Doom. And it fucking dies on me. I swear to God, I hate this fucking...
What are we going to do with the drunken Dawson? What are we going to do with the drunken Dawson?
There we go. It's not my fault. That's Streamlabs' fault. There we go. There we go. The wheel says... Dave goes first. Ooh.
It's not a fix. Like
a winner.
So we were talking before, I can't remember when, all the days and the nights blur together, about all these different sponsors on the shirts.
Yes.
You got that one to throw up there,
yeah,
Dick?
I do.
So US amateur football team, Washington Square FC, this is back in 2017, was sponsored by a porn site, RedTube. This is obviously amazing. Now, can I just clarify as well? They are correctly calling themselves a football team, not a soccer team, because you can see there is a football in the background with gloves, and they're not properly kitted out for American football. So I respect this already, even though it is the Mirror. And then, so yeah, you can just scroll down. You can buy merch. See, this is a really important point. Okay, for somebody like me, I've started to collect football shirts. Don't care what team it is. Hopefully it's a really good one. But typically, if it's just a really cool shirt, I'm just like, yeah, I want that in my collection. It's a bit like vinyl. Okay, you don't necessarily have to like the music. It's good if you do, right? But if it's a really good piece of artwork, I'm cool with you just like put it up on the wall. Yeah. It looks good. You know, it's a piece of art at the end of the day. So yeah. Any thoughts, particularly on whether porn sites should be sponsoring?
What's funny?
What's next? Will specific OnlyFans people then now sponsor, so it could be brilliant. Like, you know, from my OnlyFans right to your living room? You know?
Well, especially when shirts get really, really clever and they have like a digital billboard on the front of them and you have little mini videos playing.
Yeah, look who's live.
Oh no! Don't tell me they're gonna come on at half time.
Oh,
wink, wink.
No.
But yeah, I mean, they've got some pretty good merch. They've got some for some reason some basketball shirts that just seem vested for some reason with no sleeves.
Yeah. And then they got these ones, and I don't know. For me, I would say top right there, the black one looks like it's a very form-fitting T-shirt. It would be good if you're going out to the bar to make sure that you're on display to make, you know.
Yeah, it's a very funny-looking bloke.
Yeah, it is a bit rugby.
Is it cold in here, or is it just me?
Yeah. The thing is, you got because it's a porn site. You got the big T-shirt in the front, at the back, and then you got another one you show in the back of it with his head down. It looks like the one in the front sucking him off.
Oh, brilliant.
And I'm sorry.
So much potential.
Yeah, they look at those ones there on the screen. I mean, they look like they're sitting there, you know, really, really trying hard not to masturbate.
They look way too serious for that particular photo.
How could you be anything else, you know? Yeah.
Now, fellas, just remember, no wanking before the match or during.
Yeah. That credit card your wife doesn't know you have bought me this shirt. Oh, too funny.
That reminds me, we need to rethink our merch store. So,
that's true.
Just thinking. Yeah.
That's true. That's true. We're going to turn it around here to something I like to talk about, right to repair. And California has passed a massive right to repair bill requiring not just repairability of the item, but 7 years of parts availability as well. That's longer than most phone manufacturers support the software, let alone the hardware. You know what I mean? That's crazy. This is going to change things, but there are a few caveats in it. I won't go into it in huge detail here, but there's no provisions for the cost of the parts or anything other than fair and reasonable terms. The bill requires a vendor to state that they're not an authorized repair vendor and to provide written notice of that. I'm not really sure what that's going to matter, because if the guy's cheaper, most people are going to go there anywhere. Or the girl, sorry, I didn't mean it that way. And it's going into effect in 2024. So we'll see if this really does anything. A few people like Louis Rossman and whatnot, who are very big proponents of right to repair, have expressed reservations that some of the loopholes are a bit much. But, hopefully it's a step in the right direction to protect consumers in a big way. I hope.
Yeah, curious. I'm curious how California got around to passing this, because everyone seems so against it at the minute. Especially
in San Francisco and the Silicon Valley area and everything, right?
Yeah. Huh? Could be interesting.
There was a change to the legislation. Sorry, Dave?
I was just going to say, I really hope it does come through. I mean, you're absolutely right. Why shouldn't people have the right to repair their stuff? It seems so bizarre.
Yeah,
we keep banging on, particularly in places like California, about the environmentalism and all of the sort of lefty politics of it all, and then it should be right up their alley, right?
Yeah.
Well, there is one thing that doesn't really come under this is, yes, you have the right to repair it, just whether or not you have the ability to repair it.
That's the other side of it. Are they providing schematics to third-party repair people and stuff and the information they really need, so they don't have to reverse engineer a simple fix of a tiny resistor somewhere,
or your phone is in a solid block of resin.
Yeah. Well, that part's being taken care of by the EU, demanding that batteries be properly replaceable. Now, when they say that, they don't mean that you're going to have some cover on the back like old cell phones and just swap out a hard battery. But what they mean is the phone has to be made in a way that you can disassemble it and get the damn battery out without risking puncturing it, because you have to pry it off the glue. Right? So that'll be good. And, oh no, phones might get like 2 mil, 1 mil thicker. Come on, seriously? Everybody puts a damn case on it anyway. No. They should just be thicker,
Well, very interesting. The new iPhone was announced, and they've made it so the screen is easier to take out. Which is interesting.
Yeah, and funny because Apple backtracked just recently and started to promote and go towards this right to repair law that just went in California. And it's odd that they switched after fighting it for so long. But I think they were fighting it until their manufacture process was ready to play ball. I think that's what they did. Yeah,
probably. And also they can now take the moral high ground.
Exactly.
Which Apple do like to do.
Yes, that is a very Apple thing to do.
So let's switch over to...
Even when they're wrong.
Yeah. But let's switch over to Dunk for a little update on Congress and the UFOs.
Well, you say Congress. This is Mexico City. This is Mexico's Congress.
But,
Yeah, they heard testimony from experts who study extraterrestrials on Tuesday. Yeah. It's experts who study extraterrestrials. You have to actually fucking exist before you can study them. Anyway, the hearings started with a huge surprise. Jamie Maussan, a self-described ufologist, his wife calls him a twat, brought two caskets into the congressional chambers. As Maussan spoke, two men uncovered the caskets to reveal two bodies. Mummy! Look at Mummy! This. Daddy! There you are! I've been looking for you for ages! The corpses looked white and stereotypical depictions of aliens.
If I remember correctly now, Dunk, Harryhausen was going to use this model in one of his movies, but actually didn't, right? Isn't that?
No, I think these ones they had used and the latex just gone hard and crap. But apparently one of the bodies has been pregnant. Not responsible, nothing to do with me. It says, these are not mummies. These are complete bodies that have not been manipulated, honest Gov. Speaking under oath, Maussan claimed the bodies were non-human. Oh, of course they're non-human. They're made out of clay. My dog poops out non-human entities every day. So what? Well, these idiots are presenting similar claims about alleged alien remains in the past, and scientists have dismissed them as either ancient Peruvian mummies or manipulated mummies.
Yeah, and Giorgio Tsoukalos was on the scene, and he guarantees it's true.
Oh dear. He says the aliens had big brains and big eyes, which allowed for wide stereoscopic vision, and they lacked teeth, so they only drank and did not chew. That's me. That's me.
I think
They should
both
study you.
I think both Steven Spielberg and the Reese Company are getting ready to sue right now because that's ET.
He found home.
Yeah. I don't care if you want to phone home, just don't screw with my record player. All right.
Now, I know you mentioned the Congress. Yeah, Ryan Graves, who was one of the guys who went in front of an American Congress, he's not too keen on this. He says, he says, well, I'll continue to raise awareness of UAP as an urgent matter of aerospace safety, national security, and science. But I'm deeply disappointed by this unsubstantiated stunt.
That's funny.
What a load of codswallop, honestly.
Oh,
God.
wow.
Apparently these things have been in a cupboard since 2017 or something. It's like, now they bring them out?
Oh, somebody was cleaning up and thought, hey, you know what? Hey, look what I found. Yeah.
Something from the old gift shop.
Exactly, yeah. Turning it into a bathroom now, so they went to the storeroom. Dave has an amazing thing where one sport shows that another is actually serious.
Oh yeah, we just had that. Yeah, it's not the story. So pull up that video.
Yeah,
Pull it up, Jamie.
yeah. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, it nailed McAllister, and he
Ooh.
caught it. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
Look at that.
Unbelievable.
What a move.
That's off the calf muscle.
It's not the manliest thing I've
really
ever seen a
fucking
pitcher
hurts.
do, but yeah.
right on the calf. I mean, Christ.
And the snap on that's got to be doing about 70 mile an hour, right? Come on.
Yeah. I wouldn't know exactly, but that's just. Oh no.
Yeah, that's impressive. We got to see that
I suppose he
again.
would have carried on. Yeah.
Oh, it nailed McAllister.
Oh, it's the sound.
Yeah. Dunk.
It's like, it's a great.
Yeah,
catch.
the thing is, you make it
Fancy
sound
more.
like it was like an amazing thing. It's basically what happened is the ball has bounced off his leg. He's gone, ow, fuck, and then it's still in the air. I managed to catch it. Yeah.
Yeah, you could. Turns out under high stress, you can still do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But his reaction to realize that it had hit him and follow the ball up in the air over him so he could twist and grab it in his glove was seriously that's impressive. That your average human being could never have done that. They would have just fell down and gone, but he had the presence of mind to stay in the moment and make the play. It was impressive stuff.
Now you do realise what this is going to happen. Now this is going to be a new dance move on TikTok. All the girls will be doing it.
Beardy blokes acting like fairies with a ball.
Yeah. How many 14-year-olds follow you now, Dunk? Is it
What in the streets?
tens of thousands?
What am I, the Pied Piper?
Yeah, he just walks around handing out condoms and he's got a trail of teenagers behind him every night.
Oh, Mister, give us a chewy.
Well, speaking of which, now this is a Chewy that would evade the puppies because check this out now. Why is an astronaut riding a bicycle? Because this is a new thing on Kickstarter. A space age bicycle tire is being developed using NASA technology. Now look at this. 157 backers, $112,000 already.
There's an average of almost $1,000 each.
Yeah,
What the
yeah.
hell?
Look at this, right? Here. We don't have to hear them talk because, I mean, I'm sure it's all such promotional garbage. It's not funny. But the tire has a zero air tire, and they call it a high performance tire. Like you can kick some ass on it. It's not just for getting to the store. Yeah.
Oh, because it's like a mesh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've seen things like this. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. So if you
I
like
don't know
to,
how it keeps its structure though.
well, it's an interesting thing. If you want to know more, here I'll put the goddamn link for you in the thing. Why not? Here's the link, everybody. And if you want to know more, there it is. It seems to be, a cool thing. I don't know if it's going anywhere, but I live in a very desert area, and you can ruin 3 sets of inner tubes a year just trying to bicycle in my area. So please, God, make this real, and I hope it works.
Amazing they're spending all that money reinventing the wheel. They didn't bother to reinvent the bike.
Yeah, but at least they're reinventing the wheel as a circle, not like some of these modern supercars and stuff where the wheel isn't even round anymore. Like, it's not an F1 car. Get over it. I got to get to the store.
Oh, it's not a wheel that goes sideways.
You mean those rocks that go like hexagons?
Yeah. We're not far enough into the show yet, and we're at 14 minutes. We have to move. So,
Right.
where do you want to go, Dump?
Oop.
Next one.
We got it. We got it. Well, we're back. We're back to the UFOs again. So NASA has confirmed that UFOs having an extraterrestrial source is plausible and refused to rule it out. Hey! The bombshell breakthrough came in its report released on Tuesday, analysing data surrounding UFOs and UAPs. And while the 33-page report created by 16 experts doesn't go as far as confirming that aliens exist, because we can't,
Yeah.
So
it
all
does
of the
now
experts.
it does now open the door to the possibility that there might be something else out there. Yeah, there is a possibility. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything's a possibility.
Yeah. And there's also a
Let's see that.
possibility
Fuck
my
all.
aunt will grow a huge set of balls and become my uncle.
Yeah, well, not the first time. But buried deep, talking about your aunt, buried deep at the end of the report is the one thing alien lovers were waiting for. It states, at this point, there is no reason to conclude that existing UAP reports have an extraterrestrial source.
Well
However,
said.
we acknowledge that one possibility that these objects must have traveled through our solar system to get here, just as the galaxy does not stop at the outskirts of the solar system. The solar system also includes Earth and its and its environs. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Die on your own time. We have 30 minutes, all right?
Thus, there is an intellectual continuum between extrasolar techno signatures, solar system SETI, and potential unknown alien technology operating in Earth's atmosphere. We recognize the plausibility of any of these, and we should recognize they are at least plausible. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no evidence. No!
But yeah, no. Yeah. I mean, if you look at it from the, the perspective of a cosmologist or something and so on, there's a lot of physics that get in the way of aliens actually visiting Earth, but it's not actually impossible. What's impossible is that they would go through all that evolution to get to that point and come here and screw with cows and make designs in cornfields. That's the stupid shit, people.
Yeah, the word plausible can be just applied to just about everything you can even imagine.
Yeah.
So what?
It's plausible I could get married again, but I really doubt it.
You haven't asked me yet. Put a ring. Put a ring on it.
Dave, save me.
Oh no, there's a horrific injury apparently that's been caused by
Superstition.
a particularly bad tackle for Aaron Rodgers. He's out for the entire season, which sucks for him. It's a really bad looking thing. So if you don't like it, then look away now. It's only come in. The story, has only come onto our desk because there was a bot that had predicted 3 hours earlier that it was going to happen. And then the bot got taken down from Twitter, X, whatever we're calling it. So there's lots of different angles on this story. So one, we wanted to know from the audience, what was your most horrific injury that you've ever had, particularly in sports? Make it gruesome and ghouly for Dunk. I'm sure he won't masturbate over it a bit later. And the other side of this is that there's is there a slight overreach in terms of, free speech platform? Do you want to try and shut down accounts that end up predicting these sorts of things?
That's
I mean,
right.
it is a bot, I guess. Do you want to shut down bots? The other aspect of this is that you could probably have just set up about 20 different accounts, and you could have said he's going to be shot, he's going to he's going to do his, and then just insert common injuries, like he's going to pull his hamstring, or he's going to break his arm or something, and then you just get rid of all the other accounts.
You could go through you could go through the stats of the player and the stats of the opposing team and how they like to play the game. You could look at the physical aspects. Is the player already had an injury that way and such, more susceptible? I mean, you could, put some real analytical focus on this, and you could do this quite often.
What I love about this as well, because it's a bot account, it says there's a screenshot shared on Tuesday, shows the spoof account telling one user to shut the fuck up, calling another a piece of shit.
Wow.
I don't know who programs this sort of thing, but it's fun. It's fun. I do like the internet now and again.
Yeah,
but yeah, he's obviously out, and it's a horrible injury. You can see from some of the photographs. It's just too much weight on too much the wrong area, and that's there.
Oh yeah, that's nasty looking. Exactly.
Yeah.
I want to show something here. Check this guy out, right? He's all looking cool. He's got a bowling alley and a games room and a total man cave. He built it illegally, and he's been served injunctions and complaints from the neighbors, and he even went to jail after refusing to tear it down because he has no permits or anything. He just decided, fuck you, I'm going to do it. He's a 70-year-old dude. It's 10,000 square feet. He's got a bowling alley, a casino, and a cinema.
Why would you tear it down?
Why would you build it without
place.
permits? How could you think that much of yourself? What the hell?
True.
And look at him. Look at how off the rack that fucking cheap suit is.
It's better than yours.
No, actually, mine fits way better than that. I have to wear it to fancy things like, once a year.
See, the problem is he's probably actually just like tunneled underneath everybody's houses in the neighborhood to build this.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't want to go into it too far, but interesting little thing to bring up. Dude, just seriously get permits. If you're an accountant that got rich enough to buy all that and build it, you should have the brains to figure out how to do it properly, you moron.
Build it and the lawyers will come.
See, I reckon, just throwing it out there, random thought, if we had a man cave, like a Shills man cave, I think what would we all bring to the party? I reckon Dick would probably be on the music.
Yep.
Would Dunk be behind the bar? I'll bring the pool table.
Only if you want it empty.
What, the bar?
Yeah. We stock the bar. We put Dunk behind it to serve drinks. You go over to get your third beer, and he's like, somebody's going to get more. I don't know.
It's gone.
Yeah. There were 7 boxes of wine. Yep, there was.
He's just got like one of those saline drips.
Yeah, exactly.
A little bag.
Yeah.
Well, going into his arm.
More like 7 or 8 bags, and he looks like some kind of boar
all right. Come on. Let's get on with it.
All right, who's up next?
6
Dunk
minutes.
is. Here we go.
Monkey business. Well, humans are never short of ingenious ways to commit crime, but there's some people have been outsourced their dodgy dealings to monkeys. Our ape relatives. Hang on. Are they monkeys or apes? Make your mind up, reporter. Our ape relatives make the perfect candidates to be trained as criminal sidekicks. Maybe that's why back in 1999, Bangladeshi authorities caught a pair of primates dealing drugs to addicts in the capital Dhaka. Cops ensnared the animals. And the animals were named Mooney and Hamid, thanks to an anonymous tip-off by a badger, and discovered they were just carrying codeine. They were able to collect the cash from their customers, reports the Tehran Times. Now, this is where it gets good. A June 22 shootout between cartel members and police in Tlaxcala, Mexico, saw 11 gang members killed, but police also found a dead monkey in a camo jacket and a bulletproof vest. In 2011, Pakistani officers detained a monkey who was roaming the streets of Bahawalpur with some suspecting the creature was being used as a messenger or a spy.
I had to.
And I like this one. And just 4 years later, a suspicious pigeon was found across the border in India and accused of carrying out the same crime on the other side. A suspicious pigeon.
A suspicious pigeon. My God. What? I mean, this reporter is so close to Pulitzer territory at this point. It's not funny.
Right. Okay. At this point, I think I should bring it up. Guys in the chat, if you'd like to give us any super chats or anything like that, now would be a good time before the show ends. Because we'd love to read them out. But please help support the channel. But you only hear more shit like this.
Yeah.
On to the next story, then, Nielsen.
Good shout. Let's see who are.
No, wait. In March 2021, a local lawyer was robbed of £60 in the south of the city by three men who used monkeys to imitate him as he was travelling in a rickshaw. So they got the monkeys to intimidate him. Ooh.
That's funny.
Right, come on, let's get out for this. I mean, we haven't got much time left.
What do we got? 3 minutes here. All right, Dave's up.
How am I supposed to follow that up? For God's sake. Oh, dear. Anyway, so yes, this is a continuation of this story. So there's lots of different scenarios where the Saudis are now starting to get into lots of different sports sponsorships.
In a big way, too.
Yeah, because they've got lots of money and they don't know what to do with it. So what they're going to do is going to try and buy a reputation from the world, and we're currently giving it to them. They've bought basically everything. They've got a new PGA Tour golf deal. We're also pointing at their ownership of Newcastle United and that sort of thing. I think it's PSG. There's just so many different elements at which they're trying to basically put their money abroad into other places. They've been such that they can buy their own reputation. Is that
yes, and they've been doing this in the background for longer than people realize. The Saudi investment fund, whatever they call it, yada, blah, blah, they own like 40% of the McLaren Formula One team for the last 15 years and whatnot. And they have pumped huge money into this stuff in the background. And in the big player circles, they now have credibility because they were doing it without going, look, it's us for a bunch of years. But now they're doing it. It's us. That's the difference, right? Yeah.
It says Saudi Arabia under Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman is working to diversify the kingdom's oil-dependent economy with investments abroad. And it does bring up a more serious point, which is through this sports washing, and this has been leveled at the Qatar World Cup and everything like that, it's record of human rights abuses gets ignored, but every time that they do this, we end up bringing it up. And we keep saying, look, this is not good. People died making the stadiums, they blah blah blah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's a huge backstory to this. We're at under a minute, and I did want to bring one last thing up. That murderer guy that we reported on that got away, and we showed the video of him shimmying up the wall and stuff. He's been caught. Yeah. They found him in a place. They had a plane overhead that detected his heat signature. He tried to escape. They sent in the dogs and whatnot, and they've got him. So yeah, that's what happens, dude. You know, you pulled in a really cool escape. I'll give you that for sure. But you had no chance. It's 2023. You know.
Did they train the dogs to climb up the walls the same way he did?
Well, they train the dogs not to bite him because he's a sick son of a bitch. But
Did they train the monkeys to intimidate him?
Yes.
you know what? The monkeys are in the witness protection program over that right now. It's time for us to hit a button. So let's say goodbye, everybody, and we'll roll the credits and give our thanks. See y'all later, everybody.
Take care.
Bye. Oh, so much more news to cover.
I know, it sucks, right? So, let's see here. Huge shout out to our members and our supporters and stuff. You guys are like the backbone of everything around here. We love it. We got some new stuff kicking in and whatnot very soon. You're going to love CF Beauty and the mod team. Huge shout out there. We had Catalan T, Shayna Caldwell, BME, and PJ CNET in the house tonight. Thanks, everybody, and we'll send it on over.
Yeah, thank you, super chatters. And I'd like to say thank you to Level 70 who sent a super chat. Basically saying, here's bail for the suspicious pigeon. Well, we'll be looking after that pigeon. We'll get the lawyers onto him. Thank you to our channel members. Dick's already said it, but you're the backbone of the community. You've got a VIP pass to our inner circle.
Oh.
Yes, no fingers. And we're thrilled to have you with us anyway. Well, just great. And if you had fun here, please hit the like, share the video, and leave a comment afterwards. Those things really help the channel grow.
Brilliant. Yeah, we do hate asking, but if you guys could like, notification bell, all of that good stuff, so you don't miss out on any of our shows, that'd be fantastic. You can also support the channel by becoming a member or checking out our merch store. Our Discord server is probably going up tomorrow. It's free to join, so send us your new submissions for the show.
Good night, everybody. Take care out there.
Bye-bye. Kissy kisses.